Would you please keep silent? Okay. Now we shall move to the debate session. If any one of you wishes to ask any question, he is welcome to raise a hand. Yes.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
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 I don't have any specific question, but I invite my colleagues if you have question for me because unfortunately I have to leave in 10 minutes since I have a lecture in
Yes.
about 20 minutes. So if you have
Yes,
questions
indeed.
for me, you will
Indeed.
be welcome.
Professor Mustari, indeed, Dr. Hajira Hishor has asked you a question on the chat box.
Okay. Uh, what is her name? I don't see
Hajira
anything for me.
Hishor, do you want me to read the question for you?
Please, yeah,
Okay, so
please.
question for Professor Mustari. First, thank you for your insightful contribution, said Hajira. I am particularly interested in understanding how do you recommend the use of AI to further enhance our students' learning experience, since AI is a part of ICT and unfortunately our students are misusing it. Thank you again, dear Professor.
The use of what? I did not get. The use of
AI,
what?
the artificial intelligence, the AI,
Okay, the
ChatGPT.
artificial intelligence. Well, basically, I think that the our Algerian students misuse. For example, I have students who use um, Chat GPT. I got the honor to teach a PhD student from University of Jaya online, and one of the modules or the lectures or the classes I had to teach. It was the topic was about ESP and digital technology, and then we got a thorough discussion about the use of artificial intelligence, and I got the PhD student from University of Jaya who provided me with new technologies that I personally did not know, except Chat GPT and Mock, etc. But the others, I was thrilled about the new parameters and new types of artificial intelligence. But I guess that it's matter of ethical issues. It means that we cannot control the student. We don't have, for example, if we speak about the University of Sidi Bel Abbas, we do not even have a program that filters plagiarism, as it's the case of the University of Tlemcen. And I have asked the dean personally last year as being a member of the High Scientific Council. I say, why not a program that filters the PhD and master thesis? So we are in the standpoint. Now I think that it's matter of experience, of expertise from the teacher to control this artificial intelligence. But after all, it's a matter of to teach students ethical attitudes and ethical matters and parameters, how to write ethically without relying 100% on artificial intelligence or Google or online open access theses and articles. So it is matter of ethics. I cannot claim I can by experience I can know that it is the student personal style, or it is taken from Chat GPT, the most used one. But we cannot control. We cannot. We have just to. We are not here to think at the place of the student. We have to provide him with ethical tools, how to be dedicated, honest, and to have his scientific personality in studying, in writing. That's all.
Thank you
This is
very
my
much,
answer.
Professor, for your answer. I hope Dr. Hajira is listening and she got the answer she asked for. Moving to Dr. Muqaddam, I think she had a question earlier or a comment to Professor Andrew Breeze. Hayat, hello.
Hello, dear community from Algeria and from other parts of our world. So, in fact, I don't have a special question for Professor Andrew, but it's just kind of comment since, since you told us, Senior Andrew, that you don't have, you didn't present something related to COVID-19, its impact on teaching and learning process. But I want really to acknowledge and to thank you about the story just you've narrated for us about King Arthur. And since I'm a great admirer of storytelling and I do believe in the power of stories, so I wanted just to thank you about the story you've told us about. In an aim to, as I have presented it before, to heal our injuries and also, above all, to connect us across boundaries. So thank you so much. And just before giving you the word, I would just to switch to Spanish, if my colleagues give me the permission to do that. So, Señor Andrew, I was really encantada de volver a escucharte usted otra vez. And durante la epidemia estuve en España, confinada en mi casa en Valencia. And lo que me ha llamado la atención era el hecho que la gente salía cada día a aplaudir y saludar en los balcones para aplaudir y saludar el cuerpo médico. Es para mí esto no se puede olvidar. Es solo una comunión nacional entre todos y todas. I revert back to English just from our sufferings during the pandemic. Really, we've suffered a lot, but we've learned a lot. Especially, I think that it has connected us more than before. So thank you very much. Thank you, dear Rida, for giving me the floor.
Thank you, dearest Hayat, for your Spanish language. It's glad to hear you talk in Spanish. If Professor Andrew Breeze wants to add a comment on something to Professor Muqaddam, you are welcome. Hello, Andrew? Professor Andrew, sorry. We can't hear you. Activate the mic, please. We really can't hear you. The mic.
Right.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. What can I do for you?
Dr. Muqaddam was asking questions, I think, in Spanish language. Hayat, are you here?
No, it wasn't a question. It was just an acknowledgement about the story that Senior Andrew has just told us, and my own belief that we can heal our injuries. We can be connected more than before, just through the power and the magical effect of stories. So I wanted just to thank you about your way, your insightful way of telling us the story. Though it was about King Arthur, but we can deduce, we can infer from it other lessons.
Indeed, and I have I have learned so much from my friends and colleagues in Algeria. It has been like a new aspect of my life. So I say tremendous thanks to all of you.
Thank you, Professor Andrew. Professor Hamada wants to say something. Yes, please, Professor. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. I would like to thank everybody for bringing their contribution to this study, and basically those who based their contribution on data collection, let it be literature like Professor Andrew, or the study provided by Amal from Egypt, or from India, or from elsewhere around the world. We cannot base, let's say, perspectives of developing online learning without data collection from particular contexts. So all the contexts I heard today have been enriching, especially they focused on the input materials that we upload to the students, the instructional and pedagogical dimensions we provide the learners with, the socio-affective variables that were mentioned by many of you here, leading, of course, to artificial intelligence. Thank you very much, all of you, for bringing this contribution to this. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you all for your comments and questions as well as interactions. If anyone wants to add something, you are welcome.
I would like to say something. Dr. Huda?
Yes, please. Yes.
Professor Rahmani wants to ask a question.
Yes, the floor is hers.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Professor Andrew, do you hear me?
Professor Andrew? Hello? Professor Andrew? Yes, he
Right.
can hear you.
Here we go. Yes. Well, again.
Well, Professor, I'm extremely delighted to meet you along that channel. So my question for you, we are not really entitled to answer you regarding the site of the cave dwellers. And given your
It is a big question.
yeah,
It needs research.
Given your wide experience in terms of linking places with, linking places with names, what can you decide as to link in England with the cave dwellers?
Right. Well, I can only refer you to what is said by the editor of this volume. He has a long note. This is Maulana Muhammad Ali, and he refers in it to this ancient monastery of Glastonbury, which is in the west of England. He refers to the tradition of Joseph of Arimathea traveling there. This is a very old tradition, and planting a thorn which blossomed even in the middle of winter. And he refers also to the medieval English historian William of Malmesbury, and so on. So his conclusion is England could definitely be said to be the cave referred to in the Holy Quran, and the description of the cave given in verse 17 well applies to it, and so on. Well, for me, as somebody who specialized in the history of medieval England, this is fascinating, but I think we need to look at the sources. We need to go farther. But you see, when I talk about what I learn from Algeria and so on, I think this is a wonderful example. So I am very grateful, and particularly to those who gave me a copy of this book, because without it, I should be lost.
Okay, thank you. Can I add another question for the speaker from Iraq? I don't know whether she's still with us or not.
Professor Nawar,
This is Dr. Fadil.
Yes, Professor Rahmani, I can't hear you.
So my question is addressed to the Iraqi speaker. If I remember well, Dr. Fadil, that's it?
Yes.
So
yes.
Now, in terms of the experience that you have had under COVID, what can you say that is how informative was it regarding future policy reform in Iraq? Did you get my question, Doctor?
Would you please?
Yeah. So I repeat again, how informative was the experience under COVID? How was it informative for future policy reform in Iraq?
For future policy in Iraq, actually, the people in the higher ups, I mean those who are in charge of the learning and teaching process, are always encouraging the hybrid sort of teaching and having both online and offline learning, and this is what we are usually and this is the way they encourage us, because you know that students nowadays come to college with very large number of students, and class nowadays, let's say, equal, let's say, 3 times of students in the past. So even without the existence of the pandemic, we are really in need of activating the online learning, of making use of it, and having a sort of assignment to our students to control their time, give them assignment to enhance their learning in order to exert their outside the university border. So this is the way actually we are doing it, and this is the way I do it as a teacher of academic writing, because I cannot benefit my students while they are in the circle on the border within the classroom. I usually give the lecture, and at the same time I leave the material in the Google Classroom, and I give some assignment in the classroom. The other assignments are left in the Google Classroom. I do some quizzes in the traditional classroom. Other quizzes and assignments and things to be done are left for the class. So in this way, I can control my students' progress than just delivering a lecture and benefiting a little inside the classroom. So this is the way, encouraging ourselves, encouraging our teachers, and this is the encouragement also of people in the higher ups, in the of higher education and scientific research, in order to make use of both the online and the online our students.
Thank you.
Now, my dear, this is you hear about or something else?
Thank you very much, Professor Nawal, for answering Professor Rahmani. I hope Professor Rahmani has got the answer. Hello?
Yeah, a little bit. We were disrupted by this, by the mic. But anyway, I mean, maybe we're going to have future opportunities where we are going to discuss more these points.
Hello?
Yes, thank you, Professor Rahmani. I think Asma Rahmani, Dr. Asma Rahmani wants to ask another question.
Most welcome. Was it the point that I discussed? Yeah, thank you so much.
Asma, hello, yes?
Yes, hello everyone. First of all, I would like to thank all the keynote speakers.
Technology.
For their presentation.
Yeah, this is part of the problem. Yeah, it's one of.
Yes. Do you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, dear. Yes,
we do hear you.
So I don't have a question, but I have a request from Dr. Ruth Breezy. If she could share with us her presentation, we will be grateful.
Dr. Asma, we are going to send you her presentation, but even live stream. We are going to share the link soon through the Facebook.
Okay, thank you so much.
Conference.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ghanan, for your contribution. Well, Asma, I hope you've got what you wanted to.
Dr. Huda,
Yes, Nadia.
Dr. Noria Al-Rabah wants to add a comment.
Yes, but we can only take Dr. Ali Rabah question. Then please, we need to end the session to start the workshops.
Yes. Good morning, everybody. I would like to thank the participants from Algeria and outside Algeria. Thank you for your fruitful contributions. I would like to add a comment or expressing my disagreements towards introducing the AI in learning, as Professor Mustari has mentioned. I just would like to say that while IA can be a valuable tool in education, it's crucial not to solely rely on it. A balanced approach incorporating diverse learning methods, such as human interaction and critical thinking skills, is essential for comprehensive and well-rounded learning experiences. That's all. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Noria.
Thank you.
So the floor is yours, Dr. Huda.
Yes, Dr. Ghuna. Yes. Shall I end the session now?
Yes, dear.
Yes. Thank you so much, dear professors from all over the world. We are all pleased to hear you all discussing different perspectives, hoping to meet you in another scientific event where we can share our scientific contributions and research. Have a very peaceful day and night if you are at night at your home. Goodbye.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Goodbye, Professor Hamada. Goodbye. Dr. Ghuna?
Yes, Dr. Huda.
Yes, you can